Solid, nice and fast. Let's go. Nice and clean on that landing. Good, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's what.
Does Coniah Boyce-Clarke have a future with the Jamaican men's national team? Join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. This is an interesting quote written by Leo Tolstoy, and this speaks directly to our own Jamaican goalkeeper in Coniah Boyce-Clarke. Welcome to Premier 7, everyone. I am your host, Rayan Nelson. I hope that you all are having an amazing day. Today, I just have this idea to come about with a video surrounding the goalkeeping position of the Jamaica men's national team. By now, we all should understand how football operates, as the outfield players, like the defenders, the midfielders, and the forward line players, are the ones who are given more recognition. And for me, this should not be so. So today on Premier 7, the video will be speaking directly about the idea and the thoughts of consideration surrounding a Boyce-Clarke. And of course, I just want to let you know that the topic is, can Coniah Boyce-Clarke spark a new era for Jamaican football? Why such an amazing topic? Why such an interesting topic? This is because Boyce-Clarke is one of the youngest goalkeeper that the Jamaica men's national team currently have. We have our existing and starting goalkeeper in an Andre Blake, who is about 33, 34. We have Jamali Wade, who is about 24, and Shaquan Davis, who is somewhat 22, 23, and there is Boyce-Clarke that follows thereafter. So the future of Boyce-Clarke is an interesting one, seeing that Jamal Waite is the person next in line when there's no availability of our own Andre Blake. But I'm going to speak more on that. So the topic, of course, will take into consideration the profile of a Boyce-Clarke, and also, is there a future for him in the Jamaica men's national senior team, because his age could have placed him elsewhere, but we want to speak directly about the senior team. And people, I have to say that this amazing topic came from the poll I did that speaks, do you see Coniah Boyce-Clarke having a future in the Jamaica men's national team? I received 165 votes, with 87% saying yes. The other portion goes directly to not sure with 10% and no saying 3%. Thereafter, the video received 8 thumbs up, for which I really appreciate. But what stems and triggers my interest to do this video was the fact that there is somebody in the comment section by the name of Mario Russell 544 that says, my favorite player. Big up yourself, Mario Russell. And I did a comment that states, wow, I rate this comment. I have to do a video on your favorite player then. All right, so that is one of the main reasons for the compilation in thoughts surrounding this amazing video on a Boyce-Clarke. People, so let me just dive right into what the matter is surrounding Boyce-Clarke by way of pointing out some information about his personal profile info in the game of football. But before I do that, I just want to give him some big shout outs surrounding a past news that was being highlighted by our former former coach in Coach Hamer Al Grimson, who believes that Boyce-Clarke have a bright future ahead of him. So I must say then that majority of the persons who gave their answers in the poll, I guess it's a case of which they are on the same page as a Coach Hamer Al Grimson. So this news was written in the Star in the year of 2023 in this month of September on the 4th that says Al Grimson praises boys goalkeeper Boyce-Clarke. So the news stated that Jamaica's young goalkeeper Coniah Boyce-Clarke has made a big impression on the coaching staffs, and Reggae Boys Hamer Al Grimson believes he is destined for greatness. Before I even dive into such details in the past news feed, once you hear such recommendation and such big up from a coach, it shows some levels of positivity for such a young player. When young players are given the praise and the recognition, then there's something brilliant that is being revealed and recognized by the coach. So, in the details, it states that Boyce-Clarke rose to prominence after a dominant display between the sticks in the CONCACAF Under 20 qualifiers last year. He was rewarded with his first call up when he was named to the Jamaica squad to play Mexico in the CONCACAF Nations League in March. And I'm sure that some of you guys remember that game, for which he was impressive for his age. Thereafter, he then made his senior debut at the recent Gold Cup in the Reggae Boys 5-0 win over St. Kitts and Nevis. I watched that game. I even remember the goal that Amari Bell scored. So after working with him for the last few camps, Al Grimson said the player has an infectious personality and is inspirational. He was so quick to adapt to the squad. That is the sign of good character, Al Grimson told the Stars. So, with that being said, now, people, I have to say, Boyce-Clarke, big up yourself. At the age of 21, far away from his prime, you are already being given the green light that you have a bright future ahead of you. You are somebody who can adjust positively and quite fast. It is very inspirational, as what our past coach in the Hermer Ali Grimson said. So in that case, we can say that even though the possibility and the likelihood will come one day, whereas our own number one goalkeeper in an Andre Blake will hang up his boots, hopefully get a chance to shine in the World Cup that is coming up in 2026. We have an era of good goalkeepers, Jamal Waite, Shaquan Davis, and Boyce-Clarke, who have an experienced career so far in England. I think there are persons who are saying right now that for Boyce-Clarke to become more phenomenal, he has to receive some more game times. Because when players do receive game times, then it basically helps them to identify their weakness and improve on their strength. So the more game, the better for Boyce-Clarke's career. So he is playing currently in the league in Europe, of course, in England, that is. And I just want to let you know that for his career thus far, he has played a total of 72 games. Right, 72 appearances for his club teams, right? That is not inclusive of the Jamaica men's national team. Also, for him, he has made a few clean sheets. And of course, goalkeepers will concede goals. It shows that based on his tenure, not only at Reading at the under 18 and under 21 level, he has gained experience in the A team as well and also for different teams across Europe. I think that if he continues, he deserves to go to a different club in England or let's say to Germany or let's say in Italy, whereas we can see more of his amazing talent that he possesses. For me personally, Boyce-Clarke, watching his tapes and his clips, he showed me a glimpse of being that keeper who is sharp on his line. He's a keeper that reminds me of Onana in a way based on how fast he is in terms of his reaction. Well, if not fast enough in terms of his reaction, based on how he position himself and how he makes some saves, it reminds me of Onana in a bit. Will he be like Onana? Many persons are hoping not. So It shows that Boyce-Clarke is a player that reminds me or give me an idea of a goalkeeper who is at the highest level. And for age 21, it is for him to only get better and better. So I just want to know, how well will this guy even play if he gets a chance for Jamaica? He did receive a chance before against Mexico and also against St. Kitts. So he has played in excess of, let's say, one game for the national team, and he was impressive. But once you have your A or number one goalkeeper, then talents like Boyce-Clarke would have to wait a bit. Now, is there a future for him in the Jamaica men's national senior team? Well, persons would say it's a no-brainer once there's no injury, once there's no arguments that could prevent him from getting a chance of getting regular football, then it is all likely for him to have an opportunity to play in the senior men's national team. As I've said before, it will not be so easy for him to get that consistent amount of games, but then again, he's not a player in the shadows. He's a player that has been receiving opportunities for Jamaica before, and of course, he has played for teams in England in some games, let's say at a lower level, but he has even given a chance to play for even Reading at the A level. Let's say breaking in the number one squad for Readings. So, Boyce-Clarke people, I mentioned that based on the topic, it speaks directly about a spark of a new era. So for me personally, it is not to say for him to have an opportunity to play consistently at this stage. Seeing that next in line is a Jamal wait. So the word wait is saying to Boyce-Clarke that you have to wait. But the competition and the competitiveness in the Jamaica defensive line where goalkeepers surrounded of interest, it shows that we have some good goalkeepers that can have a couple years well to represent Jamaica without we have to think about who will be the goalkeeper next in line. Or we have to go about to develop a goalkeeper? Well, we don't really have to think about that right now because we have three next in line thereafter and Andre Blake. So people, I believe that this guy have a bright future. He can be that man to lead the era in the upcoming years. And I was looking through a few comments yesterday when somebody mentioned that if Boyce-Clarke can gain a few more height, he's 6 foot right now, but let's say 6'2", it would be better for him because majority of European goalkeepers are above 6 foot. So that comment was absolutely amazing, and I really enjoy the fact that persons are, showing interest in Premier Seven's content. And the person who mentioned such has the name of Quega, if I get his name properly, Quega 9824. So big up yourself as well, Quagga. And I really embrace the comments that persons are sending in to Premier 7. As you can see above the screen, I have 1,583 subscribers. I would love to reach to the road of 2K, 2,000 before September ends. And people, this is it. Please subscribe today on Premier 7. So I have my say on Boyce-Clarke, and it is for you and all the fans to let me know what the topic is saying to you. Do you think he have a future? Do you think he'll be the man to lead the new generation? Do you think it will be difficult? So people, the topic was, can Coniah Boyce-Clarke spark a new era for Jamaican football? That is a question. I have done my part, and it is for you, the fans of Premier 7, to let me know what you think. It is time for me to go, so you take care until we meet again. Bye bye for now.